And welcome. Okay, I guess the scoreboard's broken. Hold on. I don't know why they got the teams broken, but let me fix this real quick. Give me time, chat. All right. Welcome. I'm your host, VJ from VRSN. I'm glad to give you guys coverage of the D1 LFG game, primetime game between Atlanta and Baton Rouge. And the first play is going to be a quick pass across the middle and up and running against the receiver. 22 for a gain of 9. All right. We're back with LFG coverage. I'm glad to be back. As right now it's a straight drop back from the quarterback. We'll find his name shortly. He's going to fire it across the fold. It's going to be caught. A perfect pass in between two defenders. And he has himself down inside 50 into Atlanta territory. So here's Baton Rouge coming out early. And it's going to be a right side rollout. This time, quarterback drops back, steps up. Receiving pressure when he gets out of it. He fires into the fold again. Yet again, another perfect pass. But the ball's out and luckily scooped up by the receiver just nearby. That's number 77 with the recovery. Almost would have been a disaster. Ends up being saved. There's a left side rollout here for Linear. If that's how you pronounce his name. Right now he's pressured. But he's going to take it deep. And it's a miscommunication. He had a receiver towards the corner, but missed him. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 15. From the 16. Baton Rouge moving down the field. We've seen some great passes early from the quarterback. That's his first terrible one. And we're going to be seeing another one to the end zone this time. And it's going to be incomplete. Yet again. So, first 2 incompletions of the game for Linear. Which brings up a 3rd and 15. Atlanta sending 3. Linear drops back. Trying to find a lane. But instead he finds an open receiver in the back of the end zone, but he missed him. Wide open with 77. The man who saved the drive and almost ended it there with touchdown reception. But it was just overthrown by the quarterback, and this kick is going to be blocked. So Baton Rouge with a perfect drive to start the game comes up empty. And here is Atlanta quarterback now. Wearing the number 97 now. He's going to make his way left. Start the game. On the 1st and 15. Drops back 5 is short. It's going to be caught. He's going to take that little west pass. And his receiver is going to get a gain of 14 off of a missed tackle by Linear. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 1. From the 34. So a nice quick little check down to start the game. As you see now, he's rolling left. But he wants to go deep. Towards the middle of the field. He has a receiver in stride. It's caught, but out of bounds. Could not keep his feet in bounds. The throw was just too far, and the receiver was not able to keep his feet in the end zone. And here's the quarterback yet again, dropping back with pressure coming in from that right defender. He's going to throw to the right side and caught by LMX, and he's still going. LMX off and running down inside the 20 for a gain of 51. A huge play to set them up at the 16. LMX with an incredible catch to keep the drive alive. As you see now towards the sidelines, the quarterback is going to throw towards the middle. LMX again up and running, and he's down, sliding down for a gain of 10. 2nd and 5 now. At the 6. Quarterback rolls right, finds with the right side, quick little pass, and diving in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown is LMX again. 3 receptions and a touchdown for LMX. Boy, was he the man on that drive. The quarterback threw up a desperation heave on the first play, but threw some nice checkdowns as LMX in Atlanta gets on the board as they go up by 7 to start the game. And now the ball kicked in the end zone is going to be taken out for a touchback. So here comes Baton Rouge again, and Linear at quarterback again. Trying to bounce back as they came up empty last drive. Now here he is dropping back, now making his way left. Linear firing it Deep has a receiver burning in stride. He beat him, but it's swatted down Throw is not far enough. Although they will challenge. Seems like it's going to be Baton Rouge to challenge this play. Laggy. Sure, I do apologize for that. Honestly, that's my bad on my end for being laggy. Will improve my stream quality in later streams, hopefully. Okay, so with the challenge, it is accepted. Baton Rouge is now going to be down at the 15, and here is Linear on the left side rollout. Linear has pressure. They rush three, but he gets it off towards the corner, and it's going to be incomplete. He tried to go to the end zone again, but comes up empty. Sets up a second and goal from the 15. Left side rollout here for Linear. Linear steps up, fires towards the middle, and it's incomplete. Luckily, that one was far enough. He had a receiver cutting, but it was read by the DB. And there's the right side rollout here now for Linear. Linear firing towards the corner, swatted down. Knocked down by the defender. Creeping in on the route, and yet again, Baton Rouge is forced to take the field goal. And this time, they get it off, but they missed it wide right. No good. He hooked it. And yet again, Baton Rouge comes up empty. So, two huge mistakes on special teams for Baton Rouge. And now he's a quarterback firing towards the right side, too far out of bounds. The receiver did not have a chance to make a play on the football. It's going to set up an incompletion. Quarterback in the pocket. Pumped fake, as you can see. Now in his own end zone, fires towards the midfield, and it's caught too much time as he got it off to his receiver across the 50 for a gain of 32. Down inside Baton Rouge territory. First and 10, 15 from there. Quarterback. Scanning, now making his way left. Firing shorts, caught, and almost lurked by the DB, but was able to get away. Is far away, and far away makes a man miss as he's down inside the 30. A nice gain. Gets him down at the 28. And here's quarterback 97 again. Firing towards the left sideline. Caught as a receiver towards the fold. He makes a man miss. Still going down the sideline. Has blockers and he's going to escape to the end zone. Oh, what a play by DV5 as Atlanta's in the end zone again. You talk about shifty. Watch him make his man miss as he tried to get the hit stick and a broken tackle as 77 tried to dive, and he just creeped down the sideline and escaped and scored. And now here they are on the PAT, and it's up and through. Almost blocked. One of the defenders for Baton Rouge got a piece of it. Almost did. And here is Atlanta. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and now here they are up by 14. Special teams has been a disaster for Baton Rouge. Now, they have gotten close to the end zone on offense, but they've just come up empty. So let's see if they can find success on offense once again. But this time, if they're possible, this is going to be possible for them to reach the end zone as it's an incomplete pass towards the sideline. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Don't go too hard onto yourself. Appreciate that, Yuki. Left side roll out here on the second and 15, and it's going to be caught towards the sideline. Pancakes gets a pass, but he is drilled by Rosewood. Met right after the catch, although he gets his team a first and 15 after 49. Right side rollout here for Linear. Scannon steps up, firing. It's a coverage and complete. Could have been intercepted, but I guess the DB came down towards the football, which is what prevented him from getting an interception. Now Linear stepping up in the pocket. Has a chance to run, but still keeping his eyes downfield and needs to find somebody open. Grandmaster off and running down shy of the 15 for a gain of 36. So this time, the quarterback Linear has time to throw and he gets it off. And here they are at the 15 again. 1st and 15 from there. As it's going to be the start of the second quarter. Left side rollout here for Linier. Needing to punch this one in. He fires it towards the corner. Has a receiver, and this time they will see the end zone. Pancakes with the first touchdown reception for Baton Rouge. Linier and the Baton Rouge offense finally find the end zone as he connects the receiver Pancakes. And here they are on a PAT. And this time, special teams ends up being a positive as they knock the PAT up and through. So now they cut the lead down to 1, score. And here is Rosewood on the return. But he is drilled, met by Linier, only getting out to the 21-yard line. It's going to break up a 1st and 15 from there. So here's the quarterback. Pump faking and stepping up in the pocket. Boy, I tell you, he has had time to throw, and he's going to get this one off. But it's a missed throw there. Too high for his receiver to bring it in. Now here's 97. Yet again, the quarterback firing towards the fold. That's open again, but swatted down. Almost caught as it was near the hands of his receiver, but it fell complete. Bring him a 3rd and 15. Baton Rouge now has a chance to get off the field, but can they extend the drive? Quarterback in his own end zone. Needs to get the ones off. He's running out of time, but he has his check down. Far away, dives down towards a marker. He got across, and he's going to get a 1st and 10 for Atlanta as they extend the drive. And now moving and navigating in the pocket is the quarterback. Here, the 1st and 15. He fires it towards the right side, and it's caught. This time it's far away again. Far away. Trying to make a man miss, but cannot, although he gets a gain of 19 across the marker as Atlanta moves the chains again. Quarterback backing out. Now making his way right. Firing across his body towards the left side. Has receiver. A diving catch all the way inside of 15. Reeled in bounds. And it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 12. What a pass there by the quarterback. Man, he's played great to start this game. Can he continue doing that for his team? Baton Rouge really needs a defensive stop. They've been struggling on defense early. And they look to get to the end zone again. And it's going to be incomplete. Has receiver in the back of the end zone, but too high for the extra's hands. 2nd and goal from the 12. Play clock. Now running under 10, so they're going to take their time here, probably scheming something. Possible VC play. Quarterback steps up, now backs out. Firing towards the back of the end zone. Too high. He had a receiver. He beat the DB, but the quarterback could not get it into his hands. 3rd and goal now. Baton Rouge can force a field goal or a possible 4th down for Atlanta. Quarterback makes his way left, navigating, fires it towards his receiver, almost reached the end zone, but got knocked down shy of the goal line. It's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So they did scheme up a VC play eventually, and they got it close, and it's a handoff up the gut, and he's in. Easy does it. Henry gets in as Atlanta finds the end zone again. That's the 3rd drive and 3rd touchdown as Henry is going to have his 1st touchdown of the game. And the PAT is blocked. So this time it's Baton Rouge's turn to make an impact on special teams. And here is Baton Rouge on return, but they'll keep it in the end zone for a touchback. So far, Atlanta on offense is just unstoppable. Baton Rouge, if they're going to be able to get themselves back in this game, they're going to need defensive stops. They're going to need to keep finding the end zone. As quarterback Linier's in his own end zone, and he's going to fire deep to Pancakes. They're trying to find the other end zone, and he's got it. Pancakes, a diving catch as they answer instantly. A lightning strike, and Baton Rouge finds the end zone again. What a catch by Pancakes, and somehow he got it in the end zone. It was really a contested catch. It was really up for grabs, and the PAT's blocked again. So another special teams disaster. It stays a 7-point game. So Atlanta's going to get the football back with the score being 20-13. And he's going to dive just past the 20 down to the 23. So obviously you guys know this league is LFG. So if you like to join and play for an LFG team, if it's possible, very difficult. This league's been around, most competitive football league out there. And it's a competitive throw by LMX down inside the 30. Those of you would call it a comp throw. First and 15 from the 27. Quarterback navigating the pocket, firing towards the corner, trying to have his receiver reeling the bounce. Made the catch, but could not get it. I mean, he did. I don't even know how he was able to make that one a spectacular catch, but it's just out of bounds. Now the quarterback trailing back as he has pressure. Nobody to block him. He gets it off, but it's a risky throw and almost intercepted. But instead, batted down. Is going to bring up a 3rd and 15. From the 27. Quarterback. And honestly, if you guys can tell me in the chat how to pronounce his name, I would appreciate it. Right now, receiving pressure from the St. Eli. Is going to get it off short, but it won't be enough to get the first down. Only getting a gain of 5. It's going to be with 4th and 10. So Baton Rouge finally gets the defensive stop. And they're going to try and block the field goal, but it won't be possible as that one is knocked up and through the uprights. And now it's a 10-point game. So yes, Atlanta still comes up with points, but it's a start to something that could brew here in the second half. And here's Linier on a return. Gets a nice one as he gets out across the 25. Shot at 25. And that's where Baton Rouge start their drive. 1st and 15. As Linier staying in the pocket, firing towards the fold and complete. Too far for Ash's hands of his receiver. As he's now going to bring up a 2nd and 15. Linier scanning. Trying to find somebody deep and say he's going to get it short to his receiver. Kneeing down just at the 35-yard line. It is 35. For a gain of 10. Now bring him to 3rd and 5. Linier trying to bring his team back into this game. Making his way towards the sideline. Firing to the Grandmaster. And he's got him. LMX with the tackle, but it's not enough for him as he gets the first down all the way deep inside the 25. Linier making his way right now. Firing towards the middle, back in the end zone, and the legal touch. It was able to be rid of bounds by Grandmaster, but he cannot. It was just too far out of bounds, I guess. Now Linier making his way left. Back right. Now towards the middle, now making his way left again. Firing towards the sideline, too far. Tried to get it to pancakes as he was coming downhill to make the catch, but could not. As I was too far out to the left. Now Linier again. This time on the 3rd and 15. Trying to get on the board before the end of the first half as time is ticking down. Linier stepping up, trying to get the blocks he needs. They got the pursuit, but it could not get to him. He's going to fire it towards the corner, but an excellent defensive play. I think that was LMX's batted down or batted away. Now it's a 4th and 15. So Baton Rouge will not take the field goal before half. Instead, they're going to want to try and find the end zone or possible first down. So they're going to try and make a gutsy call. He fires towards the corner, and LMX bats it down. And Atlanta gets a defensive stop. And they have time to score here before the end of the first half. He's going to throw a comeback towards the middle of the field. And it's going to be caught just past the 50. And from the 49 is where Atlanta will be with 12 seconds left to try and extend the lead before the half. Quarterbacks navigating his way in the pocket, firing towards the right. Throw! It's caught! It's caught! A diving catch! Out of nowhere comes number 67 in the end zone. That's Atlanta. Extends the lead again. Oh my goodness, what a catch. Out of nowhere comes a receiver just going up top to make the grab. And now, about a 17-point lead for Atlanta. With 3 seconds left here in the second quarter, Baton Rouge is only going to have a little bit of time or no time to make a desperation heave, although they will. They get enough time to be able to knee it down, but I don't think Lindy's going to have enough time to get this one off, especially if he's going to be pinned back in his own end zone. But can he get the time? No, they rush everybody. But he gets it off towards the middle, and it's going to be incomplete too far, and that'll be the end of the first half. A dominant first half for Atlanta. 30-13 by their offense. Now, both Baton Rouge did find the end zone a couple times, but it's just not enough, as their defense hasn't been able to provide stops to keep them in this game, especially when their offense is getting close to the end zone, but they've come up empty 3 times in the red zone. So can they make their adjustments in the second half to try and bring themselves back in this game? That's what we're going to have to see. As right now, halftime taking quite a bit here. You know, I'd expect both of these teams to skip the halftime, but I guess not. Sure does me a favor, to be honest. Dreams. Dreams, that's his name. What's the quarterback's name? Can you change the FPS to 240 on Roblox settings? I did. Change the settings. Sadly for me, I didn't restart my PC for the game, so I feel like that's what's causing the lag. Right now, yeah, I'm getting about 30 FPS in the game. So I do apologize for the lack of quality for a primetime game on LFG. I will end up fixing this after stream to give you guys, viewers, better experience. Now here's the quarterback. He dreams, I assume, dropping back, and now making his way left, and he's going to fire towards the fold again. Too much time, but too much air on the football. He had a wide open receiver, but just missed him again. Left side rollout by Dreams. Dreams just circling his way in the pocket. Now firing deep towards the middle. Receiver open in stride. He's got him in the end zone. Atlanta finding the end zone again. This time it's Rosewood. How did he catch that? I don't know, man. It's wide open. As he just beat the safety. A lot of miscommunication here for Baton Rouge defense as Atlanta is just finding the end zone time and time again. Proving this league why they're the number 1 team. Now, Baton Rouge can still make a comeback, but right now it's looking very, very slim. Your offense will need to find the end zone in this drive to stay alive in this game. Can Linear find a spark and his team to be able to bring themselves back in this game with about 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter, and he finds Grandmaster up the seam again. A perfect pass there by Linear to keep him or move them all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now it's a straight drop back as he has multiple times to throw. He's going to fire towards the fold. It's caught and almost reaching the end zone. This is receiver, but Alamex denies him of reaching the end zone. It's going to bring him a first and goal. They hand it off up the gut, and Linear gets in. It wasn't even a handoff. He kept it, and Baton Rouge finally finds the end zone. That's their third time reaching the end zone. So their offense has definitely connected on the last 4 drives compared to how they started the game. And there's a penalty flag. A 2-point, or maybe not. Maybe they just needed to fix something. So here they are. They're going to go for two. They're trying to cut the lead down. Right side rollout. Linear fire to the end zone. Jam at the line. Great defensive play there by the Atlanta DB. I don't know who that was, but whoever it was kept this receiver from making a route towards the corner of the end zone. And here's LMX on the return. LMX trying to get the edge. Cannot. And it's going to be a nice return. Just out across the 30 for, 31-yard return. And here is the quarterback on the 1st and 15. As he's seen him pump fake. Backing out towards his own end zone. He's going to fire it short and wide open. It's far away. Once again has the ball, but Linear lays the hammer. A ferocious hit. Although does not do anything as the ball did not come out of his hands. So great job protecting the football. And now here is quarterback Dreams backed up. He's going to fire it short again, but too far. Forward even trying to make an effort to reel it in bounds. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Dreams trying to extend the drive. Pump fakes. Dropping back. Now make his way left. Just navigating his way in the block. He's going to fire to the floor again. This time he gets it off to his receiver. A perfect pass as he split defenders to find his receiver. Down inside the 30. Atlanta just moving the football here with ease. Having no trouble. Dreams now push back again. Gets it off. This time it's going to be a risky throw, but too far out of bounds. Nice throwaway there. Is going to bring up a 2nd and 15. It is pretty smart to move on to the next play. He's going to fire it short. LMX across the 20 for a gain of 11. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Unlike a lot of LFG quarterbacks, he was able to live towards the next play. And he's going to this time look for the end zone. He's got him in the corner. It's his receiver. 67. Who's that? Leutch. In the end zone again. And trouble with the kicker. As the field goal, the PAT, point after attempt, is no good. Just took too much time to be able to kick it off. And in the end zone for a touchback is returner. He'll not take it out. Now here's Linear again. Having to keep his team in the game. As their defense cannot provide a stop. So their offense has to keep him in this game. And he's going to get it to pancakes as he gets out of bounds for a gain of 31 into Atlanta territory. So great pass there to open up the drive. Yeah, here they are again. Stepping up is Linear. Linear running out of time, but he gets it off to the end zone. It's got it again. Number 81. As Baton Rouge has found their offense here in the second half. Natano. That's what it says on his username. With a touchdown reception. And here they are going for two again. To try and cut the lead down. Let's roll out. Throw towards the end zone. And oh, what a catch. Pancakes. Reaching his outstretched hands to be able to make that grab. And they've got the 2 point. And the ball's kicked off here. And on a return from the 3 is Kevin. When we take it down. So now it's Dreams set here to try and provide yet again another great offensive drive. 16-point game. Pump fakes. Makes his way left. In his own end zone. Firing it towards the fold. Incomplete. Too high for the receiver. It was a risky throw, but I'm pretty sure it was more so of a throwaway. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 from the 28 again. Dreams. Pump fakes. Makes his way left. Trying to look for the lane. Has time. Great blocks there for his offensive line. He's going to try and get it deep to receiver. Oh, what a catch and bounce! Rosewood, touchdown, Atlanta! An unbelievable heave downfield, and Rosewood executes it. Wasn't even the best pass, but a better catch as Atlanta puts up 50 in this game. No answer for the Baton Rouge defense. It's going to have to be their offense here to bring them back in the game. Pancakes takes it out. Tries to get the edge, but got it out of bounds before he even was able to dive. And with that, they're going to be behind at 20 from the 18. So here's Linier dropping back, making his way right now. In his own end zone, gets it off short to his receiver and off and running. And he's down at the 35. Just knees down, trying to prevent himself from losing the football. And they're going to ring with first and 15. Linier in the pocket, make his way left. Steps up, firing it towards the sideline, trying to get it to Grandmaster, but too far for the extra hands of his receiver. Going to bring it with second and 15. 58 seconds and ticking down. Under a minute left in the third quarter. Linier stepping up in the pocket. He's going to fire across his body, and he gets it off to his receiver as he dives for the first down, but gets hammered. That's a DB. I'm pretty sure that was LMX coming downhill. Or no, that wasn't LMX. I apologize. Right side rollout. And a quick throw towards the right side. It's coming across towards the flattest receiver as he dives down for a gain of 9. That play is going to set up a second and 6. It's time for the 40. Firing, get quick pass yet again. So they're taking it easy as Atlanta's going to give him the short passes, although that's going to cook the clock. So you want to be able to get the ball off quickly. I mean, with this type of deficit, I'd assume that you'd want to try and air it out downfield. Linier firing short again, but it's a double coverage and picked off. Leutch with the interception. As that was a underthrown ball. And coming downhill with the interception is Leutch, and here's Dreams pump faking in his own end zone. Not great field position. He's live it up to his receiver, Leutch again, but not able to keep it in bounds. Although that'll be in the third quarter, and it'll be starting the fourth quarter here in this game. Right side rollout. Just say John Natano is Jonathan backwards. Okay. Shout out to the chat. That's Kevin. That's blocks Kevin. Nobody in front of him. He gets the edge, and he's going to reach the end zone as Atlanta scores an 89-yard touchdown to the house. Oh my goodness. I'm out here reading the chat as Kevin makes an electric play. But great blocks on the edge by his team to have him find the end zone. And I think Atlanta had just put this one away. As the PAT's up and through. This one has opened up as it's now a 30-point game. Right now, Baton Rouge just pushed back here. They need to be able to play defense. Although I think it's too late. You only got 4 minutes and 35 seconds to come back in this game, and there's a huge deficit. Linier. Push back. Firing it deep. Pancakes has a step. Pancakes cannot reel it in. Incomplete. Second and 15. Pretty sure Linier had fired a great pass, but I don't think Pancakes was able to reach it Now in his own end zone. He's going to need to get out of this one. He does. He's going to fire towards the midfield. It's caught. Grandmaster off and running, but moving back, trying to find some space, but instead loses yardage. Although gains a first down. 26-yard gain. Linear stepping up, firing short, and it's going to be a complete. Green missing the catch. As he thought it was a chest pass, but it was a jump pass, it could not react to it. Here's Linear firing towards the fold. This time is caught. It's still going. His receiver trying to get the block. Does. It scores. Eugene finds his way to the end zone. And it looks like Baton Rouge still has life. A great pass to the fold there. And Eugene just navigates his way to the end zone. Somehow. And he took a shot at the end. And the PAT is no good. Special teams. Disaster showing again for Baton Rouge. Boy, have they struggled on their PATs and field goals this game. It's been an impact there in this game. And here is quarterback Linear on a 4th and 25, trying to get his team an extra possession to lead him back into his game. Linear steps up, gets the time, and he fires it to his receiver, just sitting at the marker, but it's swatted away. And Atlanta's going to get the football back with 3 minutes and 28 left here in the fourth quarter. Dreams fires it short, faking a knee down, and finally knees down is his receiver for a 21-yard gain. It's going to bring him a 2nd and 8 from the 18. They're going to use this clock here now to try and put this one away. Right now, we've been 24-point lead, firing to the sideline, out the flat is the receiver, but drilled, although he gets past the marker for a gain about 16. 1st and goal from the 9. Dreams has played excellent here. No interceptions this game. A perfect game and a perfect offense there for Atlanta. And it's going to look to continue this perfect stat line, but it's too far. As you've seen there. Going to bring him a 2nd to goal. So here is Dreams backing up, firing short again. It's caught, but being met at the 5 as Eugene was there to break to make the tackle. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal. It's at the 5, but this time it's going to be at the 4. Dreams trying to find the end zone again. Pretty sure this would be his 5th touchdown. Almost got sacked there. He was lucky to get the throw ball. It's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So, all the way down late in the fourth quarter, Baton Rouge has a chance to get their first defensive stop. But it won't happen. Rosewood says no. And Atlanta offense finds the end zone again. Rosewood's 3rd touchdown reception. And they blow this one open to a 31-point lead. With 2 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the game. I think Atlanta's going to come away with the win. Linear is going to take it out from the 1. Reversing field. Trying to get the block. Escapes the defender. Still going out across to the 35. So a nice return to start the drive here for Baltimore. Or excuse me, not Baltimore, Baton Rouge. Now makes his way left, and then going now to the right is Linear as he fires it to Grandmaster, his main receiver, And out of bounds. Across the 30 for a gain of 38. Boy, has him and Linier have been connecting all game. Their offense hasn't played too bad. It's really just been their special teams. I mean, they've put up 33 points, and they try to add it on there, but too far. Overthrow there by the quarterback, Linier. Front of 27. Now make his way towards the left side, trying to throw to the right. It's caught! Diving catch. Touchdown, Baton Rouge. That's John. Indians again. Although it's not enough to bring them back in this game, although they will cut the lead down to about 24. For all the guys, viewers watching this game, I do appreciate you. Hi, zoom out more. Okay, I will. For better camera. Yes. You guys are very demanding to stream, but, I don't mind. Anything for the viewers. This is all what it's for. Here is Linier on the 4th and 25. They luckily just sneak past the marker. He has green for 1st and 15, so they'll get a chance to have another drive. And he's going to fire it deep on the first play and find the end zone. It's John again. So Baton Rouge not going away. That's a 3rd touchdown reception for John. And here they are on the 2-point. And it's on to the line screen, and it's in. Honestly, forgot what that play is called. I haven't played leagues in a while. And it was a fake line screen. Something I know something like that. I know it's a line screen. That's all I know it is. So here is Linier trying to extend the drive. He has Grandmaster, but this time's picked off. And going the other way. It's Lloyd. And he has another interception. Atlanta's defense gets their 2nd interception of the game. It's the same man. And Dreams is going to get the football back. And he's going to try and find the end zone again. And this time it's going to be to the right corner. But too far. So, I'm sure that'll be it. Baton Rouge puts up 48. A great game by their offense, but a bad game by their defense. Dreams are going to fire it short. DV is going to try and waste as much time as he can. Or that's Kevin. Or no, that's Kevin. That's not Kevin. Was that far away? Don't worry, chat. I'll try and do more LFG streams to learn the names here. Now, if somebody could set up a spotter for me for the streams, I'd appreciate you. That'd be great. 30 seconds of ticking down left here in the game. Atlanta trying to pour it on even more. They're going to take their timeouts, or Linier is going to take their timeouts. So they're going to do all they can to stay in this game with 24 seconds left. A throw towards the corner of the end zone. It's a perfect pass, a rainbow of a football. Finishing touches for Atlanta with a magnificent performance on offense. And a magnificent performance, by Lloyd. 71 points put up here by Atlanta. And that'll be it. Your final score. A very high scoring matchup between both of these two teams. But a dominant offensive game by Atlanta. 71-41 will be your final score here from this LFG D1 primetime game. As the number one team shows why they are the top ranked here in the legendary football game, or whatever this league is abbreviated by. As we're going to go away here, 23 viewers for today's stream. I do appreciate every last one of you. Honestly, it's hard enough for me to get more than 5 viewers to show up. So that's more than enough. So, tune in next time for more broadcasts. Subscribe to all VRSN channels. Follow me on Twitch. I only stream on Twitch if leagues do not allow me to stream on YouTube, although leagues do allow me to stream on YouTube, which is where all my VRSN streams have been and will continue to be. If you are looking to join the league, it's called LFG. I'm sure all of you are in it. But if you are not, and if you're looking to join, it is in the description. If you want me to stream your league, I'm sure my username on Discord is in the description. Just hit me up in my DMs. It is always open, and I will surely get back to you eventually and respond to you. Final score 71-48. Atlanta Dreams, Rosewood, and multiple of the impact players on the Atlanta offense puts up a dominant offensive performance, as Baton Rouge put up a great offensive performance to try and keep themselves in the game, but their defense could not. As Linear, Grandmaster, and I think that was John, fell short of trying to stay in the game. Appreciate you all of you for watching again, and I hope you guys have a great Wednesday night.